around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be
Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Warner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 8 carries, 52 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
At their own 17-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
To Bill Disley.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Eagles.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. The open man here, Renfro. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Wentz now to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. On 3rd down, Middleton. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. For the Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown. And Josh Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This pass into the arms of Snead. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
To Willie Snead. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they should wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz got his man complete over the middle. That's Warner. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Wentz again. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jamal Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They had 2 straight 1st downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in weeks.
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this is incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
Brandon,
the offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it off. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd and inches, Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And an Eagle 1st down.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamal Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seahawks take back over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He's got Lockett. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
12 yards there and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Again, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches. At the Eagles' 11.
To throw again is Wilson. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Wilson will throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So that drive, 4 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll run it with Williams.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
46-yard line.
Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throw left side complete. It's Warner. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.